Hello and welcome. Good evening, everyone. Let me quickly look at the chat box. I'd love to see this. Let's see, where are you all from? Please type in the name of the city that you're joining from. Udaipur, Bangalore, Germany, Mumbai, Chandigarh, Hyderabad, Ludhiana, Oman as well, Dubai, Kolkata, Pune. I love how some people writing the airport codes and some people writing the city. That's really different. Gurgaon, Calcutta, Chandigarh. See, I'm able to read it, of course. Bangalore. Awesome. Welcome, everyone. A very good evening. I hope the weather at your place is also equally as beautiful as it is right now. And we're also entering the country of an evergreen, beautiful weather. It's called the New Zealand. My name is Swati Mahajan, and I handle the tourism. Interesting. Okay. My name is Swati Mahajan, guys, and I handle the tourism alliances with TBO Academy. And today we've brought to you 100% New Zealand. How many of you have been to New Zealand? Please give me a cheer and give me a thumbs up on the chat. How many of you have been to New Zealand? I just have one not yet. Oh, Siddharth has been. Very soon. Okay, no. Stayed in New Zealand. Interesting. Not yet. No. Okay. Namya says yes. Okay. So there are a few people who have been to the destination and have experiences. Now is the time to sell it. We are going to talk about the purest of the experiences, the clean weather, the clean air, the absolutely pure food, the unexploited experiences, and the heavenly side of the Pacific corner of the world. Along with me is Miss Deba Priya. Deba Priya, your camera is shielded. If you're there with us. Hey, welcome, Deba Priya.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
How are you today?
I'm good. I'm in Mumbai and it's raining. It's pouring cats and dogs. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to kind of have my first webinar, to be very honest. I've been pretty new to the trade at the Tourism New Zealand, just about 5 months now. But yeah, very excited to be on the other side of the trade and promote New Zealand. One of my favorite destination has been always. So hello, everybody, and thank you for having me in as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Devapriya. We are very excited. Devapriya is the trade marketing manager for New Zealand for India. And before I hand over and before we actually dive deep into the destination and see what we have in store for us, let me tell you, like always, we have brought to you some exciting prizes. We have a quiz at the end of the presentation. I'll be sending you. Somebody says my voice is doubling. Is it fine? Can you hear us okay? All right. So I'm sending you a link on the chat. You know the drill. This is the link where you will be playing the quiz with you. And make sure that you are joining this link and participating in the quiz. We will have 5 winners at the end. Of course, we will not announce them today. And we will also be taking a lot of your questions. Without much ado, I know it is my dream destination. We all have seen Kahona Pyar Hai, and that just picked up the dream romantic destination for all of us. So let's go back to the Kahona Pyar Hai times and get into New Zealand now. Over to you, Devapriya.
Great. Kia ora, everybody. I'll quickly share. I won't take much of time. I'll quickly share my presentation. Yeah.
We are gone.
So ready to go. Um, I'll talk about certain key points in order to help you sell New Zealand better and then take you through different regions of New Zealand. I would also like to kind of speak a little about while I do know New Zealand has been a seasonal destination for Indian market, but with the new brand campaign, the video that you were actually seeing when you kind of joined into the webinar, it talks about New Zealand being an year-round destination. So during the presentation, course of my presentation, I will take you through some of the key aspects, how it can help you sell New Zealand year-long as a year-long destination. Before we get in, I would like to show a quick video.
Can you hear it? The karanga of this long white cloud deep in the roots of the ngahere flowing in the awa before us. Can you hear it? Has it landed yet? Does it call to the Māori in you? Ko au te whenua, ko te whenua ko au. I am the land, and the land is me, every fibre of our being, woven within footsteps that thread us to this place, planted in the soil long before we arrived and long after we are gone. But here we stand, waiting to welcome you. Can you hear it? No mai, haere mai, ki Aotearoa.
That's New Zealand for you. This is Team Tourism New Zealand. Neha Bhula, who's the country manager, and that's me, the new trade marketing manager. What's our role? We help everybody, which is our partners, our agents, also our customers who visit New Zealand, come and fall in love with New Zealand as a destination. Yes, it has experience to offer to every kind of age groups that we talk about, whether it is senior citizens, whether it's honeymooners, family, or just youth traveling, backpacking across the country. We abide by our values that we very hold very close to our heart, which is courage, care, and connection. Courage, we do not shy away from doing things differently, whether it is putting in that adrenaline rush into the itinerary, or care about the nature, the locals, which is your Kiwi birds, and also the Maori culture that we have, and connection. We love having connections with our guests who visit us. A quick heads up on the resources. We have the traveltrade.newzealand.com.in, which is the Indian travel trade website, which is also a very good platform for you to be updated with certain suggested itineraries, different download materials like images, videos, which you can have access to. That's the barcode in case anybody wants to kind of scan it, can do it. Otherwise, by the end of the presentation, this presentation will be shared with you over an email. We also have quarterly newsletters that we roll out. So that's also been a part of the travel trade website in case you are not yet registered. We also have the new specialist program. I say new because I have also gone through the specialist program, which used to be very text heavy and very lengthy. But I have to tell you, especially for those who are not yet a New Zealand specialist, here is the chance to just go get yourself a graduation certificate for yourself. It's very easy. During the call, initial beginning of the session, I did see that a lot of you guys have been selling New Zealand and also have been to New Zealand. So, you really don't have to go through the 8 modules to be a graduate. Just go through the test, which takes about 5 to 7 minutes. You crack it in one go, and there you get your graduation certificate. And for those who have been new to selling New Zealand, let me tell you, the modules are pretty quick, very to the point, and not so text heavy. So you should definitely try it out during your season whenever that you get time, actually. We also have a closed Facebook group in which we kind of enhance with new posts, feeds, different reels, destination reels, and updates and product updates as well. And also, you could participate on different campaigns that we roll out. Uh, so we have the closed group Facebook, which you can be a part of if you are not already. We also have a closed WhatsApp channel group. Trust me, we don't really bombard you with different kind of mailers and information. This we have kept it very particular to product update or any industry updates that our partners need to know, that helps them easy access to information which you normally wouldn't get on the uh, internet. A quick update on visa. Visa process, I must tell you that it has been much better now than a couple of months back when the Indian market was seeing few rejections and delay. Now we are getting visa being processed between 10 to 12 days. We also do get, if all the documents have been submitted, including the letter, we do get visa being processed between 5 to 7 days as well. And yes, you need a visa prior to arrival to New Zealand. Other than visa, we also have the New Zealand Traveler Declaration form that can be submitted by the customer, or also even you as a travel agent can go online about 24 hours prior to the departure date, update the declaration form and send it across to your clients. And let's begin getting around to New Zealand. We have three islands made of North Island, South Island, and the small little thing that you see down is the Stewart Island. Both the islands, which is North and South, are connected via air services and also inter ferry services. The landscape, if I have to say how North Island is little different than South Island, is basically North will have more of hills, scenic volcanic plateaus, farmlands, vineyards, warmer climate, of course, as compared to South Island. And South Island, if I have to talk about, it's more rugged scenery, glaciers, less populated, less traffic, open roads, and also colder in temperature as compared to the North Island. Uh, I'll quickly talk about the flight times between Bay of Island to Auckland, which is about 35 minutes. Rotorua to Auckland takes about 40 minutes. Queenstown to Auckland takes about two hours. So these are we do have internal flights, domestic flights as well for clients who want to go as quick as possible. Other than that, we also have self-drive, which I'm sure you guys know about. I will talk about it in coming slides. Here's the interesting thing. So we have 4 seasons. I know summer works fantastic for Indian market, but I must say that experiencing New Zealand during autumn, spring, and winter, it's a different game altogether. You see the landscape changing. My favorite, if you ask me, it's autumn because you see the colors of yellow, red, orange. The sky is beautiful during autumn, and that's also that's before the winter. Someone who's into a lot of winter sports, skiing, ice hiking, uh, they must visit New Zealand, especially the South Island during winter, which falls between of June to August. And winter is also very special because we all do know that, hey, a customer comes us to us and they say that, hey, I want to see Northern Lights. Where can I go? And if we are just hell bent on sending them to Norway or any of the Scandinavia countries, I have to tell you that there's something called Southern Lights as well, and that you can see in New Zealand during the winter season in the South Island. Um, it's beautiful. It's not just about the color green, but you also see color pink and purple along with green. It's one of the experience that I think you should start selling because it's an out of the world experience. Other than that, we also know that Japan has been doing very well for us, right? Because everybody wants to have that cherry blossom experience. But I want to highlight this that we also have cherry blossom experience in New Zealand, which happens during spring in a city called Christchurch. Spring is between September to November. So this kind of also helps us understand that New Zealand is not just a summer destination, but yes, someone who wants to chill out, have less crowd, but yes, enjoy different kind of experiences. Yes, you can send them during autumn, spring, and winter as well. It's just that keep in mind because we are based in the southern hemisphere, the seasons are the opposite. When our winter in India is, we have the summer in New Zealand. Here, like I spoke, some of the off-peak benefits is basically you have less crowd, hotel negotiation is more stronger, less crowd leading up to more staffs attending to your customers, thereby coming back happy with the experience. You, especially the self-drive lovers, they get different kind of car accessibilities because of the availability of car. Uh, Overall, I think if you have anyone who wanting to get rid of the crowd and want to just have fun with the family or with their partner, please send them during off-peak season. I think it's a win-win situation for both. Off-peak season marks, which is from March to November. A quick video about autumn. That kind of gives you a visual understanding as to what and how you can experience different seasons in New Zealand. I'll quickly take you through self-drive because we all know I think one of the best way to see and explore New Zealand is self-drive. The best part about self-drive is that it's very similar to what we drive in India, which is the right-hand side drive. But yes, certain key points that you need to keep in mind is just that yes, we have open roads. There are not many people, but that doesn't mean you really exceed because majority of Indians, when they come back from their holiday, they do get this chit which says that you have over exceeded and there's been a fine. So keep in mind, there are a lot of road maps given, your speed limits given, abide by the rules, and you're happy to go and you're absolutely safe and sound. Other than that, yes, minimum age to hire a car is 21 years old. It's illegal to drive while you use a cell phone, and yes, you do get a ticket on that. So please keep that in mind. Though we have open spaces, but yes, the moment you go do that, you will know that you've got a chit. Speeding, drinking, and driving is all restricted to penalties. So keep that in mind. I've also highlighted the link where you can have further in-depth details about driving rules in New Zealand. Coming to the inter-island ferry services, there are two operators. One is the Inter-Islander and Blue Bridge. It plies between Wellington in North Island and Picton in South Island. The duration between the two islands, it takes about 3.5 hours by ferry. Yes, the faster way to travel between North and South Island is via flight, but this is more like a scenic experience because it passes through the Cook Strait. It's beautiful. If you're lucky enough, you come across many sea life like your dolphins and your whales. So something that you can recommend to a customer who has a lot of time in their hand. For a self-drive passenger, please keep in mind that some ferries do to uh, allow to transfer the same car from North to South Island, but it's mostly recommended that you drop your car in Wellington, board the ferry, go to Picton and pick up your new car from Picton and explore the South Island. That's the best way to do it. We also have other way of travel, which is the scenic rail journeys. Scenic rail journeys because it takes you through different routes, which are also one of the scenic routes in the world. I think the famous one, which we all know, is the Transalpine, which flies between Christchurch and Greymouth. One of the scenic route which crosses the Southern Alps. Other than that, we have two more scenic rail journeys that can be recommended to your customers is Northern Explorer and Coastal Pacific. Northern Explorer flies between Auckland to Wellington. It's a day trip journey, and Coastal Pacific is on the east coast of the South Island, which flies between your Picton to Christchurch. The highlight of this particular coastal route is that you have one side ocean and one side the Southern Alps. So it's very scenic, very beautiful, something very different to recommend to your customer for their journey to New Zealand. Let's begin with the regions. We'll start with Auckland, known as City of Sails. Very city life, harbor views, volcanic. It's in fact located in one of the youngest volcanic location in the world and has about 50 volcanoes. Good harbor, good day trip, island experiences that you can do. Someone who's into wine, you can recommend them to do different island hopping experience where they can experience the wine tasting. I've listed some of the top 10 experiences that we can recommend to our customer. Top first is Wahiki Island. This is the island where you can do your wine tasting. It's a day trip. It takes about 45 minutes by ferry. Then you explore the island, go to a vineyard, do your vineyard wine tasting with lunch, and come back. If there is an adventure junkie who wants to do something different in during their stay in Auckland, please suggest them sky jump from the sky tower. We also have something called Auckland Bridge Climb, and you can add a little bit of adrenaline rush to it by allowing your customer to opt for bungee jump with their head dipped in the water. That's something we can do. It's again a half day experience. Other than that, what's new, which is all black experience, all black experiences related to their national sports called rugby. It is a very interactive experience, very good. Even if you are not a rugby fan or you don't follow rugby, I think you should recommend it because the way they have displayed the journey of rugby as a sports from the initial days till today is beautiful. Then towards the end of the tour, you also get to play a game wherein you split into groups. So this kind of works very well with small group, or your mice group, because you are split into different groups and then you play games and then you see how teamwork works. So a very good experience, very different, that you can recommend to your customer. Other than that, we also have Matakana, a half day tour or full day tour, wherein you can have your visit to farmers market and different, sailing experience. So these are some of the top 10 experiences in Auckland. Auckland as a city has a very mild climate. During summer, it ranges somewhere between 20 to 30 degrees of Celsius, and during winter season, it is about 10 to 16, which kind of makes it a year-round destination. Uh, that's something to keep in mind while you're selling Auckland. This is some of the visual snippets of the experience I was talking about. If you see the arrow where I'm clicked on, this is the experience I'm talking about. All Blacks is all about. During the during the experience, you get to a room wherein there's this LED screen, and you have the rugby team performing the famous haka dance, and you feel the thump. You really feel the sports that is so adrenal and so powerful. So that's something you can offer. You have the skywalk, you have this bridge climb, you also have zip line experience. One thing I forgot to mention is the Veta workshop, which is the down image. Veta workshop kind of talks about and the experiences about the visual effects that you see in the fantasy sci-fi movies. So all the hard work that goes behind the screen in making an effect look so natural is what you see. Like, for example, this is a miniature castle that you see right now. So you actually see how it is put into life. So it's again, a very interactive session. You can also kind of draw something and take it home as a souvenir. Very family friendly experience. That's something you can recommend while they are visiting Auckland. Here are some of the list of accommodation in Auckland. We have all ranges from Hilton to Pullman, QT, JW Marriott, a plethora of different sets of 3, 4, and 5-star accommodation option that is available in the city. Just keep in mind that if you go for any boutique properties, keep in mind that it is quad marked, because that kind of gives you um, it gives you a belief that it is quality checked and service a good so will provide you a good service. We have lots of Indian restaurants as well. Some of the listed ones is Oak Altita, Satya, Paradise, Cassia, all are CBD. Other than this, we also have many multi-cuisine restaurants. So someone who's into gastronomy experience will definitely enjoy Auckland. We can cater to about 100 packs. So we are very much welcoming the MICE groups in case they visit Auckland for their trips. We also cater to northern, southern, and Jain dietary. So that's not a challenge for any restaurant. Just yes, before booking and before coming in, you have to notify it to your vendors to have it mapped accordingly. Moving on to Hamilton. Hamilton is basically a midpoint between when you're traveling from Auckland to Rotorua, and Hamilton is also one of the most visited place because of the Waitomo Caves and the Hobbiton movie set tours. Other than that, you can also do there are a lot of cycling trails, walking and hiking trails, farm stay experience, blackwater rafting. These are the kind of experience which you have. But yes, I think what takes the icing of the cake is always the Waitomo Caves and Hobbiton movie set theater experience. Waitomo is the natural phenomenal experience wherein it's about a 45-minute to 1 hour tour experience wherein you are taken in a boat under the cave, and you have this glowworms lit up above your head. It's a beautiful experience, and I think it's one of the kind in the entire world. uh, Other than this, you can also you have the option of upgrading to have more immersive experience by doing it via kayaking, or also you can get down and do different cliff climbing and stuff like that. So depending on which DMC or service provider you're working, those upgrades are available. Other than that, like I was talking about Hobbiton movie set. Hobbiton movie set is basically originally created for the famous movie chain called The Lord of the Rings and Hobbiton film series. So it was actually made for that, and then it moved on to and having an experience where when you're going to the spot, you can actually go and visit this 44 hobbit holes. Very cute. It's like fantasy come alive. So again, very family friendly experience. You have a lot of photo shoot experience that can happen, that can be provided. And you also have a particular bar which is set in that original Hobbiton hole, and you can have an complimentary drink which is towards the end of the tour. So that's something you can recommend to your customer, even if you're not a great Lord of the Ring or Hobbiton movie fan. I think it's something stays with you when because it's very differently uh, placed in that area. Moving on to Rotorua. We all know Rotorua is very famous for the geothermal experiences and the spa experiences that comes along with it. But I must tell you that Rotorua has more to offer. If you are into soft adventure, this is the place where you can experience it all. In fact, Rotorua is also the birthplace for zobbing. It looks pretty scary to someone who's not really into adventure, but I have to tell you that it has a very different experience altogether. It's very safe. You're just tied. You have this big ball, but you are tied inside, and inside that big ball, there is a small section where you are put in with hot water if the weather is very cold. And at any point of time, whenever you're rolling, trust me, you're not going haphazard up and down or anything. You're always grounded on your feet. But I think it has a very different adrenaline rush once you do it. Very safe and very much recommended to any of the customer who wants to do something different other than the geothermal and spa experience. Other than that, we also have different museum galleries. We have hiking trails where you can go for a short or for like a half day or a full day hiking tour. We also have zip line through a 119-year-old forest, which is very different and can be recommended to your customer. I'll quickly speak about the authentic Maori culture. This is also the place where you have a lot of Maori settlement in the country. So you do get the vibe of the Maori people around you. And one of the famous Maori culture experience is to go for the Tepuia tour, which is a half day tour wherein you meet the locals, you see their haka dance, uh, the way they cook their food under with the power of the earth, which is underground, and their deep connection, the deep spiritual connection with the land. They tell you stories about their ancestors and how they believe that the ancestors come as guardian in the present day and protect their land. It's a very different experience altogether. Even if you're not into a cultural experience, I think this has a very different feeling left with you once you are done with the tour, and once you get to know the culture, how they protect the land and how they map everything with the elements of nature. Other than the cultural activities which I spoke about, we also have geothermal experiences where you have the uh, Tapu Thermal Wonderland. You have the geysers in Tepua, which you can see rising after a couple of minutes, about 45 to 50 minutes. And and one of the thing that leaves you with when you visit Rotorua is this sulfur smell in the air, because There are so many geothermal spots that, the entire city smells of sulfur, which can be a little annoying, but I think it's also good for your health. So if you look at it from that point of view, I don't think that's a problem. But yes, it's a very small town, but has lots and lot of warm, welcoming feeling that you would get when you travel to Rotorua. Uh, while we normally give two nights stay in Rotorua, I would recommend if you give them 3 nights stay, then you can add on to your soft adventure experiences or hiking experiences or a little more thing that you can do in Rotorua. So 2 to 3 nights is what we recommend for staying in Rotorua. Coming to the spa and wellness experience, these are some of the places where you can experience the famous spa. There is a new product called Vairiki Hot Springs and Spa. It's a very niche and adult-only product, very beautifully done. It is little expensive. I think the starting price is about dollars 250 per person, but yes, it increases based on the package that you take. A very different experiences that than what you see in Polynesian spa. So if you have any HNI client, little top notch, and he wants privacy, definitely close your eyes and recommend them Vairiki, Hot Springs and Spa. They will not come back unhappy at all. Other than that, we also have some of the nature experiences. We have the National Kiwi Hatchery, wherein you see the conservation of the kiwi birds, from how their lifestyle is, what they eat, how they hatch, different in order to not extend the species, how they are taking care of the species. Other than that, I think one of my favorite activities is the redwood tree walk, and I would recommend you definitely to go ahead and start selling it, because it's about this 45 to 1 hour walk between 27 bridges, and you're walking in midst of this redwood forest. While yes, you would be like, oh my god, I'm just walking in the midst of forest, but trust me, the peaceful, the birds chirping, and the best time to visit this particular experience is during twilight, because the entire pathway gets lit up and it's like a mesmerizing evening walk. I strongly recommend to someone who's a lot into um, I want to get that peace out of the city life that I'm living in. Go ahead and sell this product. It's a very good product. Other than that, we also have the duck tours, we have agrodome, and also real Rotorua, which is like cave hunting and cave walks. Like I was talking about the soft adventure, yes, we have zip canopy tours, we have white water rafting, we have skyline Rotorua and zorbing. We also have this hike which takes you to the crater of Mount Taravera hike, which can be done between half day and full day as well. But something very soft, and nothing really needs a very experienced hiker. A very scenic route that can be recommended as a half day tour to your customers. Accommodation, yes, the town or the city offers accommodations for everybody. We have hotels ranging from 5, 4, and 3. We have motels, glamping, and luxury experiences as well. So here are some of them which we have listed down. And I welcome you to the South Island and to the city called Queenstown. Welcome to the capital city of Queenstown. I will not talk about it right now. I want to show you some videos so that you understand what Queenstown as a city has a vibe.
Kia ora, and welcome to Queenstown. Nestled within New Zealand's spectacular Southern Alps, there's a place that invites you to delve deeper, where you'll discover possibilities far beyond your bucket list, where adventure meets nature, and world-class experiences connect you with the unique surroundings and vibrant community. Slow down, stay a while, and experience more. Uncover hidden gems and immerse yourself in local culture and charm. It all begins in Queenstown.
That's Queenstown. Yes, it's an adventure capital. So yes, we have lots and lots of adventure. I think you just have to push yourself to cross that limit. You want to jump off a bridge, you want to go zip lining, you want to go do canyon swing. I want to go more further up so I can just jump from an aeroplane. So there's just something happening in the city. I think the minimum nights required for Queenstown, yes, it has to be 4 nights because there's just so much to do. And some of the activities are very weather permitted, related to the weather. So I think you need to have that buffer time given to your customer so that they don't miss out on their adventure experience. Other than here are some of the listed, which I'm sure you're aware of. You have the bungee jump, skydive, the skyline, Queenstown. Then there are different kind of cycling routes that you can take. There are walking trails as well within the outskirts of the city. Other than that, we also have certain unique, stays, which kind of gives you the opportunity to experience the onsen hot spool experience, wherein you're in this hot pool and you are open up to the Southern Alps. So it's a very different kind of, it's more like a stay experience. So in case you don't want to give them a normal 5 star, you can definitely go for an boutique onsen hot spool experience to them. Other than that, we also have some of the day trips uh, suggested to our customers, and which is kind of trending in other markets. And I think we should also start promoting it. If not, start talking about it. I'm sure they will not come back unhappy at all. These are some of the visual snippets of the different experiences, adventure experiences that you can do in Queenstown. Talking about the day trip, these are the three top day trips or half day tours that you can recommend to your customer: Arrowtown, Glenorchy, and Fjordland. Fjordland is more about your glacier hikes, Milford Sound, and Doubtful Cruise, which we normally recommend to our customers. We also have scenic flights experience and hiking trails as well. Uh, very I think this particular region is more about self drive, because there are different pockets while you're driving to the point. It's beautiful where you can stop and take pictures. And if you want to, if you can also do it as a private tour, but I think the best way to experience is via self drive. Other than that, you have the Arrowtown and Glenorchy. Glenorchy is more of which is about 45 minutes drive from the city center. You have horse rides, you have hiking trails, and different, scenic landscape, scenic experience that you can offer. If not that, then Arrowtown is a small little gold mining town, which has quaint restaurants. There's just this one street of Arrowtown where you have different shops and cafes. It kind of gives you the feeling that you have come to those old gold mine town, because it still has that effect on you. So something which you can recommend to your customer while they are staying in Queenstown. Arrowtown looks amazingly beautiful. I can't, like, the words don't really do justice during autumn. The colors of the hills around the town is beautiful, and I think that's something you can recommend even during autumn if there is anyone coming in during that season. Quickly moving on to the next city, which is Christchurch, the Garden City. Something art a customer who's a lot into art and galleries will definitely enjoy the city. This is also the city where you have the cherry blossom experience during springtime. Other than these, you have these are the top 10 to do things that you can recommend to your customer while staying in Christchurch. Christchurch is also one of the base city where you can go for your international dark sky reserve for your stargazing experience. Someone who's not comfortable to be in the wilderness and do the stargazing, they can take a day trip, go there, spend some time and come back. That's something you can recommend. Other than that, you can also recommend to Hamner Spring, very uh, nature oriented experience. And then we have the travel by Transalpine train for the Southern Alps experience, the scenic route. We also have walking and hiking trails available for Arthur Pass National Park. Other than that, we have different wineries that can be recommended to our customers.
Here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, we have a saying, He waka eke noa. We are all in this waka canoe together. And nowhere is this more true than in Ōtautahi Christchurch, where we've come together to build Aotearoa's newest and most exciting city. We can't wait to welcome you and share everything we love about our city, because we know you'll love it too. This is a city that has time and space to play, and these are our playgrounds. Places to reconnect with what matters most to you, to make new connections and unforgettable memories. Where exploration meets relaxation, and art meets architecture. A place for foodies and adrenaline junkies, where you can feed your mind and get a taste for our creativity. We're a city in pursuit of balance between old and new, people and nature. We believe in kaitiaki, guardianship, for the land and our waters. And we encourage our visitors to join us in caring for our natural treasures. We're proud to welcome the world with open arms, because we know the next chapter of our city's story will be written not just by us, but by all the visitors who join us in our waka and experience everything we have to offer. Kia ora, and welcome to Ōtautahi Christchurch.
Here is some of the visual snippet of experiences that you can recommend in Christchurch. You also have the Christchurch tram. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. And what you see is Christchurch Adventure Park. This is the longest zip line, and I think it's also the beautiful one because while you're zip lining this longest route, you can see the entire landscape of Christchurch and then the mountains behind. I think it's an experience by itself. So that's something you can always recommend to your customer also. So yes, 10 years back, I think Christchurch was just an in and out point for anyone who's traveling to New Zealand. But I think the city has so much evolved from the earthquake that it kind of got through, and now it has so much to offer to your customers. So 2 to 3 nights is something you can recommend to anyone visiting Christchurch. We move on to Wellington. Well, Wellington, I hope everybody knows, is the capital of the country and not Auckland. Um, I think the funny part of Wellington is also called Windy Wellington because it's just blowing with strong gush of wind always. Very lively city, lot of gastronomy experiences, a lot of marathon runners who are in the city. There are a lot of runners in the city. You see them running because the weather is so beautiful. uh, very bubbly, very young, different kind of pubs, different kind of restaurants, something that you can recommend while experiencing the Northern Island. Some of the top 10 things that you can do in Wellington is your tour of different vineyards that this city has to offer. We also have the Veta workshop, which I spoke about in Auckland. We also have the biggest Veta workshop center in Wellington. So someone who is not going to Auckland and wants to do Veta workshop, they can have the same experience here in the city. Other than that, we also have different museums that you can recommend to your customer. The city has a vibe about this cafe culture. The coffee in Wellington is supposed to be amazing. I have personally not been there, but I've really been hearing about it. So someone, and not that we are kind of beat the coffee that we get in India, but yes, someone who is into coffee, definitely you must tell them to go and try coffee anywhere in any cafes in Wellington. It's some of the best ones that you get in the entire country. Yeah, so that's kind of things that you can do in Wellington as a city. Two nights is fair enough for an experience of the city to your customer that you can offer. I'll quickly take you through the West Coast. West Coast is on the extreme west of the South Island. It's very much more about remote wilderness, nature, landscape, anything that you think about an outdooristic experience, this is the region that you want to be or you want to send your customers to. Yes, it's very much weather driven because the weather can be pretty tricky here during the seasons. So, again, if you're visiting this particular region, please keep in mind to keep buffer days in your hand because there could be a day where you have decided to go for a hike, but you're not able to because it is closed for either heavy rains or too much of snow or for some weather permit issue. So always keep a little bit of more days in your hand and recommend. There are lots and lots of to do, lot of hiking trails, lot of cycling trails, lot of trekking trails as well. There is also glacier hike, ice climb kind of experience that you can do in this part of the region. So if you have a customer, mostly if they are a lot into outdoors, this is the region that you need to really promote, and they will definitely come back happy, and they would always want to come back here again. Uh, that's West Coast about. Uh, yeah, so I think I'm kind of coming to an end of the presentation. Tiyaki promise is something which we do is how do we take care of our country. We are prepared because it's weather related, like I currently spoke about. So be prepared about, keep in mind the weather, weather updates so that you don't lose out on days or experiences. Drive carefully. Yes, New Zealand has wide open roads, but please be on limits so that you're safe and so is the other person on the road. Keep New Zealand clean. We highly, and we are very proud about the fact that we do a lot of things which is more sustainable conscious. So while visiting New Zealand, please keep New Zealand clean. Protect nature. Do not exploit it, and show respect to the locals and the people you visit during your journey. So that's the promise that we keep normally whenever we welcome our guest. So that's New Zealand for you. Quick information on the Qualmark. This is basically it's a quality assurance tourism uh, the step that we have taken. So no matter which DMC you use or which hotel service you're using or the tour provider, please keep in mind that they are Qualmark because Qualmark is something that kind of speaks to you about or tells you or gives you a guarantee that yes, it will assure you the quality of services that they are providing. And that brings us to the end of the presentation, and thank you. Any questions?
Definitely. Definitely, I think we have a lot of questions that have been lined up.
Yeah, I know. It's a virtual.
Oh,
This is one thing I don't see anything. I'm only seeing the presentation. It's so I was feeling very bad that, oh God, I'm not able to ask like any questions. Any questions? Can I help anybody? Yeah, please.
I think totally fine. Debapriya, we have about 315 attendees right now on the webinar at the moment. So definitely it's full of questions. My chat box is, full of questions right now. But guys, I'll give you an opportunity to type your questions in the meanwhile. And for by the time, you can also please open the link that is given in the chat box by Prachi. Please log into the quiz, and by the time you're logging in, let me pick up a few questions. You can also scan the QR code from here, Prachi. I can see your floating controls, please. Yeah. You can also scan the QR code from the chat and download the app to join the quiz. Let me just pick up the questions while you guys are joining. Wow, there are plenty of them, Devapriya. Okay. Starting with the easiest one, can we get the promotional videos later after the session?
Yes.
Guys, we have a microsite that we've created for New Zealand, and you can go on the microsite. You can get the videos directly from there. Tina says video displays too little. Show us in person. Definitely. That's for Neha and Devapriya to decide.
Oh, we also have Neha around, by the way.
Hi, Neha. How are you? You're on mute.
Kia ora, I'm good. I was saying I've tried to answer as many questions as I could when they was kind of presenting. But I see now an influx of them, so happy to take them and kind of respond. Yeah, if you want to lead that, Swati, you can put it on to me or to Dev, and one of us can absolutely answer them.
Okay, I'm just going to take a few questions before we start with the quiz, and then we'll take the rest of the questions after the quiz. Some easy ones here. Tourist Helpline says that we have travel influencers in travel tourist helpline community. Can they become experts in the specialist program?
Absolutely. The specialist program is to open to anyone and everyone. Anyone can absolutely go on our website, which is a travel trade website. Just click on the specialist program, sign up, and become a specialist. We're not biased there. We open education for everyone.
Rinky wants to know, how early can one apply for a New Zealand visa?
I think I responded to that, Swati. I said that what you can do is there's no defined timeline, but a good timeline for you to consider would be 3 months. I would say that's enough timeline for immigration to process effectively. 3 months would be good. They don't want you to apply 9 months in advance, because they think that when you apply to somebody's employment status can change. So I would say a 3 months window would be a good one for you to consider.
Okay. Can you please share the WhatsApp link?
I just posted that on the group. I just posted the QR code for WhatsApp, and I also posted the QR code for the Facebook group. Just remember, one on Facebook, if you do enter, if you scan it and want to join the group, there will be a pop-up of 3 questions. Please do answer that, because unfortunately, if you don't and you skip them, we don't know who you are. So we aren't able to accept you in the link.
Okay, so some questions regarding driving. I think this is the best part about it, that Indian license is accepted in English. And
yes, I responded to that one as well. As long as it's in English, as long as it's a card license and not the long old paper license, it will work. You can easily drive, no problem, none whatsoever. Somebody asked, same side of the road as India, left side of the road, right-hand side of the wheel is where you sit. It's very, very easy.
Neha, actually, we did not notice that your answers were going to host and panelist, and the audience was not able to see it. So
Okay.
I have to pick up the questions now.
That's okay. I can answer all of them again. No problem. I will repost. Can you just, Swati, can you then just please post the link, the QR code that I scanned?
Okay. Okay. Wait a sec. I will show it.
Maybe I can just do it to everyone. Do you want me to do it now? I can post it now. I'll do it now. But you
Let
throw
me give
away
you
the
the
next
rights.
question.
Now I think you'll have to just change the format.
I think I
Oh,
have it. I think I have it. I've done it to one, and now I've done it to everyone, so I should be able to have it. But go
perfect.
ahead, shoot another question.
Okay. We have 169 participants already on the chat, so I'm just waiting for one more question, then we'll go to the quiz, okay? Batul Joker says, hello host, would love such videos for Instagram promotions. Yes, we can share the videos.
So I'll tell you what
Will-
I just
yeah.
one little quick response to that one. So our new brand campaign, which is your 100%, we will
Mhm.
share the toolkit and we can send you links to it. We've actually created assets for each one of you to use and pick and play directly on your Instagram. They're all designed so that you don't have to spend a lot of money, marketing bucks to really tailor-make them based on the channel. There's a lot of emailer content if you want to send it out to your audiences directly through the emailers that we've designed. It's all available there. And as part of a follow-up, we'll send you a link to those assets, which you can just download and send it through.
Perfect. Dian Soni says that if you are suggesting New Zealand to MICE for 3 or 4 nights, which destination will be ideal in terms of nightlife, nature, adventure experiences?
It'll depend on the group size, to be honest, because most of the gateway of New Zealand international gateway is Auckland. So a lot of groups also based on connectivity and tend to come into Auckland. If you're looking at nightlife, definitely Auckland. But if you're looking at more scenic adventure, and when I say adventure, I don't only mean hard core adventure, but I mean also soft, medium adventure, then I would say Queenstown. What I've seen in the past 10 years, I would say a great combination of Auckland and Queenstown works really well. Of course, you do remember you need to take that additional flight. People who don't want to take it, then Auckland and Rotorua as a combination works really well because it's driving distance by 3.5 hours away.
Fantastic. Okay. We'll take up the next set of questions after the quiz. I know a lot of people are waiting for it. Prachi, let's start. People have entered. We have about 188 people. First question, what is the capital city of New Zealand? Nobody should go wrong with that. You have 15 seconds to answer. Devapriya talked about it, but she hasn't visited it. Which one is it?
You just gave it away. Harsh, it
Wow.
can't be Christchurch. That's wrong answer.
We have 68% people who've answered correctly. That's Wellington. Okay. Again, the rule is 20 seconds to answer. Fastest fingers first, okay? Your next question coming up now. What famous Middle Earth film series was shot extensively in the New Zealand? Again, you can't go wrong with that. It's all of our favorites. You have little towns made of that. 3, 2, 1. And the correct answer is 75%. फिल्में सब देखते हैं. Capital पता ना पता हो.
Sorry, I
Okay,
think you
lots
need to
of
just
hands.
let people know that they have to go there and post the answers, right? Not type in the text. A lot of people are typing in the text.
Guys, yes, if you still don't have the link, please click on the link on the chat and that's where you'll be able to play. All right, moving on to the next question. Now, name the adventure capital of the world? We just talked about it. Few seconds ago. Okay, maybe a few minutes ago. 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The correct answer is 70%. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, let's move on to the second last question. You just have 2 more opportunities. Here. Where in New Zealand can you see cherry blossoms? And it's a garden city. The only place you can see cherry blossoms. 7, 3, 2, 1. And the correct answer is Christchurch. 70% people are paying attention. Now I see it. Okay. All right. Last question, your last opportunity to win. And here you go. What is the best season to see Southern Lights in the New Zealand? Very important. You know, the winters and summers are opposite. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I hope I gave you the biggest hint. The summers and the winters are opposite. And the winter, it's only the winter time that you can see the auroras. 43% have managed to answer it correctly, but that's okay. We're not showing the leaderboard right now. We are going to the questions. Neha, do you want to pick up the questions directly?
Sure, I can. I think somebody asked about some hotel accommodations in Queenstown, and my response to that was there's a lot from 3-star to 4-star to 5-star to even lodges. Just depends what your customer wants. I did post a link, and I'm going to repost it here now. That's the Destination Queenstown's official website. It does have a plethora of hotel options for you to choose from and know about each of the hotels. I've just posted the link for everyone to look at. Sorry, I'll have to just go back and pick up some more questions. Can we get this slide? You can get this content. We will send a version, a PDF version for you guys to have as a ready reckoner whenever you want to go and look at them. That's not a problem. What else do we have?
To know, how about people who don't want to self-drive? What are the other options?
That's okay. There are other options. So obviously there is seat and coach available. There's also private transfers, private companies that run vans that can have very knowledgeable guides that can take you around. So if they want to get onto a bus from one city to the other, most cities are connected. If you tend to go really, really remote, then you may struggle. The service may not be on a regular basis. So you'll have to really map your itinerary to them. But there are Intercity, for example, is a company that does services across main cities in New Zealand that can connect you from one port to the other. Or you have private chauffeurs and lots of companies that provide you that service as well. What else do we have?
We love to travel using public transportation. We've talked about that. A lot of promotional videos are being asked about. Okay, Pankaj wants to know, is 2 nights good for 40 passengers for the month of November for Auckland?
Is this I mean, my question would be, is it a family group? Is it a MICE group? Now, again, depending. But are they going only for 2 nights to Auckland? You're traveling quite a distance to go for 2 nights. We would recommend that, by the time you get there, you'll probably take a couple of hours to recoup yourself, maybe 2 nights, maybe less. I would say a minimum of 3 nights, if you are going all that way, should be your consideration for sure.
I think it might be about MICE because 40 passengers and just 2 nights seems more like a MICE.
Yeah, but a lot of people do that. They base themselves in Auckland and then they do like a day trip to Waitomo, Hobbiton, come back. Some people do a day trip to Rotorua and come back. So that means about 3 nights is what you should look at to at least get out of Auckland City to explore 1 or 2 attractions.
Can I get the recording? Yes, everyone. So we will be sending you a follow-up email after this, after the webinar, and the follow-up email will have the QR code that Neha shared. We'll also be sharing the links that you require in order to fill for the passengers. We will be including the webinar recording and everything else. So anything that you require after this webinar, even if you have joined in late, if you have not taken the information, we'll be sending it to you in the follow-up email.
I'm just going to post our 100% pure New Zealand trade website because I can see a lot of people are asking for the specialist program as well. So I'm just going to post that link here, and this is your go-to site, guys. Go here for everything. You want images, you want promotional videos from this website, you can get everything linked. The visual library is linked here. All your specialist programs are linked here. Everything is here.
Right. A lot of our members have got visa in less than 7 days.
Good news. Thanks, Immigration New Zealand is all I'm going to say.
What are the months best for Aurora Australis? So I guess winter months. Yes, Vinay.
Yeah, I would say last year trends, there were 23 of us that were there. amongst 23 of us, 20 of us actually saw it. It was beautiful. And one tip I can give you is you just don't see green. You see a lot of pink, you see green. So there are very different colors that you tend to see for Southern Lights.
They have a very interesting question from Devinder. He says, with tourism being such a vital part of New Zealand's economy, how is the country working to promote sustainable tourism and protect its natural environment while welcoming more visitors?
Sustainability is a big part of our entire being and of our value system. So there are lots of initiatives that are at play, which happen at a government level, but also at individual operator levels. So to give you an example, most of you would know about short over jet in Queenstown. Jet boating was invented in New Zealand. Short over jet has made a commitment, and they are currently working on actually launching e-boats. So all their boats are going to be e-boats, which are going to be environmentally friendly and not get dropped on performance. They will still continue to ride at 75 kilometers per hour, which is amazing. So there are such initiatives that a lot of individual standalone operators, yet the local RTOs, yet government is kind of doing to ensure that New Zealand is looked after for future generations to come, and that's what the Tiaki Promise is all about as well. Organize a fam soon. I love that. I love that. So I'll
there
tell
are a
you
lot of
what.
such questions, huh?
I know,
a lot of these
and
questions.
I responded to that. Usually we do. We would love to take, if it was my way, I would take everybody to New Zealand. But I think what we do effectively is for B2B agents, particularly because we know that it's important for you to see the destination. We do tend to run some B2B campaigns where the reward is you have to complete a few steps. It could be become a specialist. And then the reward is of a meal that we would host in New Zealand. Of course, there's some little bit of luck that needs to come your way because we really get a lot of engagement for such campaigns. The last one that we did, we got some 900 people that qualified. We had only 10 seats. So we did take 10 people in April, May, and these are some kind of campaigns that we'll continue to run. So yeah, the next time we do it, we will let Swati and TBO team know so that they can broadcast it to you guys. And at least you don't miss an opportunity to try and bid for, and maybe you get lucky. Who knows?
Absolutely. We also have questions on the intercity buses and budget range of hotels at Stewart Islands for price conscious customers.
Well, Stewart Island is slightly different. One thing you need to know that it doesn't have big hotels. It has very eco-friendly, minimalistic kind of accommodation. So that's something that you need to be aware of. And that's really what it is. Because it's so strong in sustainability and taking care of wildlife, you will not get fancy hotels there. So if that's something that your clients are up for, then absolutely. It's a beautiful place to go. And I just saw Nidhi Banka on the call. Nidhi was one of our lucky winners who traveled with us in April and May. She just commented. See, we don't lie. We're telling you the truth. What is the best month for Indian weddings? Wow, I don't know how much it would cost. Yeah, I really don't know. But I can tell you that summer tends to be really, really popular in New Zealand, and also around autumn, people love those different colors that Dave was talking about. The orange, red, and you know that yellow. That combination is what is very, very popular for. But I would not have an understanding of what a wedding would cost. There are people who can assist you with that. So if you're interested, honey, please write to Dave and me. You can find our emails on the website, and we would be happy to put you in touch with someone who really specializes in that genre of business.
Shilpa Poput says it's a crime to stay only for 2 nights in Auckland.
Glad someone's endorsing and understands.
Bhuvnesh says, what are you recommending? Rely on a DMC completely, or as a travel agent, we can approach each area to make a package more affordable and customizable?
I mean, TBO is a great example, guys. They offer customized hotels, individual standalone options for you to pick and choose. If you think you have the knowledge, then absolutely feel free to use their system to build a package by yourself. If you feel you don't have that knowledge and you kind of don't know exactly what the right flow should be to avoid back and forth, then you can, of course, reach out to some of the ITOs that are running and supporting travel agents on customized, ready to sell, off the shelf kind of itinerary.
One more interesting thing that we're doing now is the microsite that we are going to host for New Zealand. And the reason that it's taking a little longer is that we are trying to embed dynamic packages system on that microsite itself, so that you will be able to create your own package and get a quotation right there on the TBO Academy's page. Of course, the booking will happen offline because the booking process has to go in different direction, but you will be able to get a live quotation with availability and the realistic price. That is something that we're trying to embed on the microsite to make the things very easy for you. It's something pilot that we're trying, so that's why new things take
Yeah,
time.
here's your answer.
Um, okay, best months we've taken. I think okay, let me go through the Q&A side as well.
I think I've
Can you
answered most of them. I think so.
We have 17 more questions.
All
Could
right,
you
go.
quickly go back to the first visa slide, declaration slide? Kunal, we'll share the link with you so that it's easy and you can get the details. Shalaja wants to know, can you suggest any photo stops on the way from Christchurch to Franz Joseph?
Christchurch to Franz Joseph. Now, are you self-driving or are you going by the Transalpine? Arthur's Pass is really a good spot if you're self-driving. There are lots of recommended spots, and if you go on to the traveltrade.newzealand.com or newzealand.com, we do have some suggested itineraries there as well. So lots of in and around Arthur's Pass is where you can stop for some amazing photo shops that you can do.
Where
and if
can
you
we
are
see?
if you're coming to Franz Joseph, then you go to Greymouth and you come down. Further down, you do have some good spots between Greymouth and Franz Joseph as well to stop as well.
So we have a question on touching the kiwis. Where can we? Sudha wants to know where they can actually touch and play with kiwis, I think.
What does that mean? Sorry, can you elaborate more on that one?
Where can we see and have a touch and feel of kiwis?
Oh, you mean the kiwi bird?
I believe
All right,
that is the one.
great. I would interpret it exactly like that. Okay, so Tipuya is where you have. I don't know if you can sometimes touch them. Depends on the condition of the bird, because that's also a conservation where they are trying to hatch the kind of egg, get the bird to survive, and then they leave it into the wild. That's one. There's another one in Rotorua that you can do, which is called the Paradise Valley. That's another one that you can actually go and also see. That's again where they have a conservation for kiwi bird for you to go and be interactive as and see them. Touching, depending on their situation, like I said, you can, you cannot. If it's a big crowd, they'll probably avoid it, but maybe one or two people, they will let you.
And can you please add Napier also? Do we have any information on Napier and Waitomo Caves? Yeah, Waitomo Caves. If one does black rafting. Sorry, I think
Blackwater rafting, correct, correct. So at Waitomo, there are multiple tours available based on how hard or how soft you want to go. The basic one starts with a 45 minutes guided tour in which you walk through one of the caves, and then you have a boat ride where you see the glowworms and their life cycle. It's amazing, beautiful. You can't experience it in many other parts of the world. Then if you want to take it a level up, you can also do the black water rafting, which is basically you're dressed in wetsuits. You go through a different cave and you actually go below the cave and through waters where you're sitting on a tube. So you know a tire tube, basically the inside of a tire tube. You sit on that, you go through the waters and you lie down and you've got like headlights, and that's how you see the glowworms. That's a different way. You want to go one level up. There's a product called Lost World, which takes you 7 hours. It's beautiful. I've done it, but you really need to be good on fitness. You abseil down for about 100 meters, then you walk through different caves to get and see the glowworms. In the end, you remember, if you're coming 100 meters down, you have this ladder to climb up as well. A lot of people give way there midway and say, I'm done, I don't want to get up. But that's another one. So depending on what you're signing up for, how adventurous you want to be, there are lots of products available on Waitomo Caves website, depending on what your clients want.
Well, Tabassum wants to know about the Coronet Peak.
What does she want to know about the Coronet Peak?
Tabassum, please elaborate your question on the chat. Okay, Kunal says, should I suggest my guests to fly in and out of Auckland or Christchurch, or fly in to Auckland and out of Christchurch? I think the second one would be ideal,
Depends on
right?
what, again, if you're doing a combination of north and south, then the best thing is, remember, come into Auckland, leave out of Christchurch, because usually people love to do the South Island way after the North Island, just because it's way more quieter, calmer, beautiful, majestic. So people prefer that. So my recommendation would be come in out of Auckland, leave out of Christchurch. But just remember, when you're leaving out of Christchurch, you only have Singapore Airlines connecting straight via Singapore into India. Malaysian does not fly at the moment. Cathay does not fly into South Island. So your restrictions become limited unless and until you're coming via Australia on Qantas, which is another option.
And guys, we'll send you all the documents on the follow-up email, like I said. Even the New Zealand expert program link will be sent on the follow-up email.
Yeah.
Can we incorporate train journey in a self-drive tour?
Yes, you can, and I've been trying to educate agents about it. I think it's a great way. It's a great combination. One of my favorites itinerary is that you come into Auckland, you go to Rotorua, drive to Rotorua, or if you don't want to drive, maybe take a coach or maybe take a private transfer to Rotorua. You come back from Rotorua, don't need to come back all the way to Auckland for a flight. Come back to Hamilton, which is 45 minutes away. Get on the train. Take the train down to Wellington. You want to stop at Napier, you can get off. If you want to do Art Deco, if not, come straight to Wellington. It's beautiful journey across the vineyards and really beautiful part. Come into Wellington, spend 2 nights, then take the ferry, which is across the Cook Strait, which gets you into Picton. From Picton, you can again take the train journey, come down via the south east coast into Kaikoura, come to Christchurch via the train journey. Get off in Christchurch, take your car, drive. If you have 18 days, then start driving, do the Arthur's Pass or take the Transalpine to go into Franz Josef. Drive, come down to Queenstown, do your bit, come back via Mount Cook into Christchurch and fly out. But that's about 18 days, guys. But beautiful way of doing it. Combination of cruises, combination of train, combination of self-drive. You don't miss, and flights. You don't miss anything. You see it across every possible way.
So one question I have is from Krishna Kumar, is TBO.com and TBO Academy are the same. Guys, TBO Academy is a learning platform by TBO.com. It's one of its kind. It's 100% free of cost. You can make your account on TBO Academy. Everything that you see on Academy can be booked directly on Travel Boutique Online. So TBO is actually Travel Boutique Online. That's a brand name, and Travel Boutique Online is a learning program that we have. Learning platform that we have, and we'll be sharing the details for the same. Neha, last question I'm taking is, amongst the glacier in the Southern Islands, which one should be on top priority, Mount Cook or Franz Josef?
That's a very tough question. And sitting in my chair, I should not be biased. But I am a mountaineer, okay? So for me, I just think because Edmund Hillary trained at Mount Cook to actually summit Everest, the first man who summited Everest, I am a little biased to Mount Cook. That's me personally. I don't think that Franz Josef is any less. Just one of the conditions that happens with Franz Josef is that if you're staying there just for a night, the weather with glaciers can be very, very complex sometimes. And one of the things to do there is the heli hike, which is again, beautiful product, right? Walking on the glaciers is amazing. But if the weather is bad, you don't end up doing it, then what? What do your clients do? So in terms of options available with Mount Cook, you get a little more. So my pick would be Mount Cook. But having said that, I must at the same breath say that it's not that Franz or Fox is any less beautiful. Don't hold me for this answer. I hope this is not getting recorded.
It is getting recorded, but we'll edit it out. Don't worry.
There we go. Okay.
But that's all, guys. I think we have a lot of more questions, but they seem to be a little more repetitive on the self-drive and stuff. But guys, don't worry. We will be sharing this follow-up email that we sent to you. It will have everything that you need. The documents, the link, the QR codes, the specialist program, even the itinerary making platform that we're trying to launch. Tourist Helpline says, thank you for a wonderful session. One of the best session, very knowledgeable and smooth. Thank you, team. Oh,
absolutely
I love it.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for joining in at this hour and staying on. We truly appreciate Appreciate it. And thanks, TBO, for putting this together for us.
Thank you, Neha, and thank you, Devapriya. You guys have been lovely hosts. Thank you for answering so many questions.
Oh, someone's asking who's the
Information.
winner. You need to tell them how you would announce that.
In the follow-up email. Wait for it.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much. Take care.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.